Hey everybody, welcome to the Laid Back podcast. It's me, Josh Marmono, with my wife Olivia. It's gonna be our first podcast, and we'll just be cruising and
talking story,
and
pretty much.
Just let you guys get to know a little more about us and what we got going on lately. And now that we moved from Hawaii to Idaho for almost
2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a ride for us. A lot of change, a lot of progress, I guess you could say.
Yeah, progress in like different areas.
Mm-hmm.
I would say like personal growth is probably like top.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do here that we weren't able to do back home. It's definitely a little bit of a slower life compared to Oahu.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we live pretty far out in the country over here, and
yeah,
it takes us a little while to get wherever we need to go.
Remember when we first, I think it's been like after a year, but like when we first moved here and we weren't getting any mail like at all. And I was like, what's going on? Like I forwarded all of our mail and I was like, this is so weird. We're not getting any mail. So I had to go to the post office, and our post office is like open. I want to say...
Okay, wait, before you continue on, I gotta tell you that Olivia has this thing with post offices and the mail because
I have to mail out packages.
Yeah, you mail out a lot of stuff. Okay. But anytime when we were looking for a house here, like that's the first thing you look for.
Yeah, the post office. Yes.
And so we moved to this little town.
Yeah, and this post office is like so small that it's open. It's open Monday through Friday, but it closes at like 12 o'clock. And I'm like, what? This is so weird. So anytime I have to mail out a big package, I have to either wake up super early and, but it's only like 5 minutes away. So anyways, back to my story. I was like wondering why our mail wasn't coming in, and I forwarded the mail and I was like, did something go wrong? And then so I had to go to the post office. There was like one lady that worked there. And I'm like, I'm just wondering, like we just moved here and our mail is not coming in. And she's like, oh, did you fill out the rural card? I'm like, what is that? What are you talking about? Like we've never lived in a rural area. So I didn't know you had to fill out a card.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So I ended up filling out the card, and then that was that. But it was just like...
That wasn't that. Because the first day we got mail, and the mail lady pulled up.
Oh, yeah. That was crazy.
She pulled up in some van that looked like the wheels were about to fall off, and it didn't look like no mail truck. It was just a regular minivan.
Yeah. I remember telling you, I was like, I thought this person was stealing people's mail. Like you could hear them coming down the street and they would pull up, and then I didn't know because it was like a black van. It was all like dirt on it, and then you see like the tiniest little sticker that says like USPS. I'm like, that's the mail person? I mean, I guess it's better than them riding in horses or something.
Well, and it took a while for us to start getting our packages and stuff.
Yeah, it did.
We were tripping out for a little while.
Yeah.
But that's just the mail. I mean, so the city we live in, we don't even have a grocery store over here. We have a gas station and a restaurant that's open in the summertime.
Yeah.
And that's it. And the closest grocery store is like half an hour away. But if you want to go to
like a bigger
like Costco or something, it's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's more of a city that we have to go to. And when we go there, I don't like going down there anymore.
Yeah.
To adjust it to this
laid back lifestyle.
Yeah. Laid back, rural.
Yeah.
in your own little bubble. But it's nice though because we spend a lot more time together as a family, and we're not like
Rushed anywhere.
rushed to go places, and we kind of just go at our own pace.
Yeah. So there is a lot of positives to that.
Yeah.
And I guess like the whole planning thing, like trying to now you're only going to the grocery store like twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to like plan out all your meals and everything because you're not going to go back for a while.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been a blessing because now it's like you can save money and be more organized and know what you're going to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to not have to go to a store and just, but I think that's the bigger picture and the longer goal that we have, but it'll take a while to get there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now we spend most of our money on flour.
Oh. Not like smelling good flowers.
Yeah, flour and yeast and...
Yeah, but yeast is like not that much. I bought it like one time. The big one from Costco, and I'm still going like strong on it.
Yeah, we had some good homemade pizza tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. Too much bread.
Too much bread stuff?
I don't know. It's good though.
Well, I mean,
I'm not going to tell you no.
Well, the ingredients are like, it's like exactly in there.
Yeah.
So it's not like bread that's super processed from the store.
Yeah. Good thing we scored that KitchenAid too.
Yeah.
That helped out because you were kneading it by hand for a little while. Which was nice though. It was a cool, I don't know. Can you taste the difference? Can you tell the difference when you're kneading it compared to throwing it in the mixer?
I don't know if I can taste the difference, but it's just easier like making stuff because then I can just put it in one bowl versus like having 6 different bowls that I'm trying to like mix stuff in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been a struggle for us though here is food.
Food? Like, well, not really. I mean, as far as like finding a good place to like eat out, but
yeah, you'll go to like, I forget what that place is called, but it's a Hawaiian food place in Twin.
Meadows or something. Yeah.
And it's all right, but it's not like it's all right.
It's not all right. It's not. Like that's why we've started to make like our own food. Yeah. That's why it's just better. Like you can make all the food that we make back at home.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad we did go home for a little while and we brought back a lot of food that you just can't get here.
Yeah.
Lau.
Yeah, which are almost
squid luau.
That I could live without.
Squid luau. I love squid luau.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been all right. You've been cooking a lot at home, and it's
just like back.
Yeah, remember when we were living at home and you didn't cook?
What do you mean I didn't cook?
I mean, I cooked most of the time.
Well, because we cooked a lot of fish, so you knew how to cook a lot of fish stuff. Like, yeah, I didn't cook much. I think because maybe our kitchen was like smaller, so it was kind of like
it was
harder. I don't know. But now I cook all the time from scratch.
You do.
Yeah.
We did eat a lot of fish at home, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't even freaking seen a fish here yet.
Well,
we were lucky enough to be able to bring back a couple fish from home. One of our really good friends gave us some fish. So, pacas, we can't. One of these days, we're gonna break that out and grind.
Yeah, soon as we have some friends over.
Yeah, but friends that maybe enjoy the same kind of food.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did make kalua pig for some of the people here, and they just like remember that party we went to, and I brought kalua pig over, and they tasted it, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what's in this?"
Salt.
Yeah, salt and liquid smoke.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it's
then
so
they probably
good. But they probably never. I mean, they eat pulled pork, but that's something.
different.
Yeah, that's completely different.
Yeah, but they don't have the secret Hawaiian salt. They just have regular
Yeah,
salt.
they don't have. And when we moved here, we brought
Like,
like 8 pounds,
well,
or like
no,
the
that's
big
bigger
Costco
than.
bags. The
Is that 1 pound each?
no, it's bigger than
Oh.
that. It's heavier.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The ones from Costco, I think I brought 8 bags of Hawaiian salt.
And I was like, what do we need this for? But now I know.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
trust me, we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good thing we brought that.
Yeah.
Do you miss home?
Sometimes. I mean, probably all the time, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I miss my family. I miss, the beach. And then just being able to connect with people
Yeah,
that understand.
that's the hard part here. Is the people here are
Super
amazing.
nice, yeah.
They're super nice, but there's just like that disconnect,
Mm-hmm.
that cultural almost disconnect. That before you come in my house, you take off your slippers, kind of disconnect.
Yeah.
And that happened when we first got here, and the little kids in the neighborhood wanted to come over to our house, and I kind of scolded them out of our house, I guess, or kind of scared them. But I told them, you can't come in my house with
shoes on.
Shoes on, yeah. You gotta take that off.
Well, when we were back in the other town, and then my auntie, she came to visit with her boyfriend, and then they come into the house, and then Shiloh's like, we don't keep our shoes on in the house, and he's like, oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
And it's funny, like even though the kids moved here when they were so young, they still retain a lot of that cultural identity. And
well, because we still do it. It's like it's a known thing for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they miss home a lot. I know when we went back home, they just wanted to be
at the
water.
beach with their cousins, with their family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also enjoy it up here and have some fun, but it's just even the kids have a disconnect with the other kids around. But
at least Josiah met a Tongan.
Yeah. There's a Tongan family in our town.
Yeah.
They've been living here for a while.
It was funny because he just started baseball, and then all you hear is like, oh, I'm Tongan, you're Hawaiian. Like, like we got to stick together kind of a thing. I was like, that's so crazy that kids like talk like that too.
Yeah.
They like find that connection, and they just.
I think it's just harder for us because everybody, a lot of local people that live here, but
they're just like
a
couple hours away.
Yeah, we live pretty far from everyone else.
Yeah.
But we try to get down there and visit them when we can, but it's a drive. It's a whole weekend thing to go down there.
It is, but
yeah, we should go down more often. Really, try to stay connected. But that's kind of why we wanted to do this podcast, was so that we can start connecting with other people that maybe moved away from Hawaii or wherever, like local people, Polynesian people, and like that just, I don't know, there's something about the culture that there's just thing that nobody else has, and it's hard to find it in any other culture, really. I mean, but yeah, we made this. We want to start this podcast so that we can connect with friends back home, or maybe some other people that we haven't met before, and maybe creatives. A lot of creatives, because we do own our own business and a creative media kind of business, and it'd be nice to connect with people that have that creative side too, because you can bounce ideas off of them, and like small business owners of local people, and we can all try and promote each other and push each other out and further, and maybe one day we can all push each other enough and we can be successful enough together that we can all make our way back to
Yeah.
where we came from. But I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe one day. Yeah. But as far as living up here, how's the weather?
Crazy.
Yeah,
Like 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's like 70s this past week, and it's supposedly spraying over here, and it's like dropped to like, I
50s.
don't know. It was like, it felt like the 40s outside. Well, I guess
Well, I
maybe
think
because it was windy.
yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
cold tonight.
Because we were at the park and then it was like 12 o'clock. And that's like usually when it's the warmest. And then it just got super windy and cold. And we're like, okay, we're ready to go. We're done.
Yeah. And it does get below zero here in the winter time.
But it had...
Not this past year, but the year before that, our first year up here, like I remember working outside in negative 20 something degrees.
Oh, yeah,
like, I was freezing, but
yeah,
I don't know. Snow is beautiful. Winter's beautiful. Fall, spring, summer. It's interesting to see the 4 seasons and how things change and die and come back to life. And
like I think that's what I'm excited about is like the kids get to, even though I know that they're away from their culture and like all of that, like there's other things that they get to experience, like seeing spring for the first time, seeing winter and all of that. And like I think spring is my favorite because it's like to see winter done, and then like I've never seen stuff bloom like so quickly.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like once that, as soon as that snow melted, the grass is shooting up already.
Yeah,
plants are coming back. Our grass is finally green, so it's been nice. But yeah, I don't know. The winter is fun. We haven't gotten to do much winter activities because these first couple of years we've been trying to settle in, and we had to move around a little bit to finally get to our final spot. And
yeah, but we did have some really good, cool like adventures. I mean, even before we moved here, like, you know, snowmobiling and tubing and snowboarding.
We did the Yellowstone.
Like, Yellowstone was super
Yellowstone
cool.
was beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's funny that when you tell people, especially people from home, like, oh, where do you guys live? Oh, Idaho. Oh, potatoes.
Yeah. It's like,
there's potatoes here, but not where, I mean, it's, the landscape here is amazing. It's crazy amazing.
It is. And it's, did you ever see those, like, they have, like, the whole map. It's a meme. And then it has, like, Idaho. And it says, like, nothing is there. And then people from Idaho are like, yeah, keep it that way. Like, you know, let everybody know that there's nothing here. But when you get here, it's like, wow.
There's so much wilderness. There's a lot of water here in the state, like rivers and, you know, streams running everywhere. There's so many activities to do within all 4 seasons, outdoor activities. You can pan for gold and look for,
I mean, it is a
gemstones.
State.
I mean, it's pretty interesting. I didn't even really know about Idaho until I was like, oh, let's just, you know, go there. It's a free state, so and I'm happy we chose here. We had other choices, but I'm glad we decided to come here.
Yeah, me too.
But, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of like bittersweet, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. If things were right, I don't know. There's a lot of things that have to go right to be able to move back home. And
I don't know if they ever will go right, to be honest. I think it's far gone what it is, and it's pretty sad. Like, it's really sad. Like, the way we grew up and, like, how we would have our childhood, like, just being able to, like, bike ride, walk down the street.
Believe some of the stuff that's going on at home since we left.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been 2 full years yet, but it's getting crazy. But I mean, not to say that nothing happens here. There is some stuff, but not in this city.
Well,
but it's minuscule compared to like the daily things that are happening.
Yeah, it is really small because there's like a Facebook page. It's whatever, the town rant and raves. I don't know if you're following it, but basically when something happens, like something out of the ordinary, people like freak out, like, oh my gosh, like this just happened, but it's like, it's such a normal thing back home. So it's kind of, it's like crazy to see that like different dynamic. Yeah.
And it's been pretty crazy to watch like how many people are leaving home. Like we left kind of like we were in the more towards the beginning of the group of people that were kind of starting to leave, but there's a lot more people leaving home now. And it's not because nobody really wants to leave home. It's like you're
kind of forced
getting pushed out.
Yeah.
Like everybody's getting pushed out, and it's sad to see. Like I know, like if I could stay and like fight to be there, if I didn't have kids or I wasn't married, like I would still, be at home trying to fight. But I've got to worry about you guys, you and the kids, and just make sure that I can provide for.
Yeah. Well, it's not just providing, but it's just all the other things that come with it. And I think that's more so why people are moving, is because they have families that they want to protect, or they want to leave a legacy for.
Yeah, you want to set your kids up so like they don't have to go through the struggles that us and the generation before us went through. It's not. You just want the best for your kids, and unfortunately, most of the time that takes finances, and it's hard to create finances when you're living paycheck to paycheck, or you're just kind of skating by, or you got to work two jobs, and I had a pretty decent job at home, and we were, it was just a better choice for us to try and get ahead. And
I think that was just one of the reasons.
Yeah, it was one.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's been hard. Like the hardest part for me is the kids not, like I'm scared that they'll forget who they are, so we try to remind them about who they are and where they come from. And I think we just have to, for the time being, try to get home and visit more often as we can, but that costs money too. A flight home and renting a car if you don't have some place to stay, which I'm sure we could stay at somebody's house and borrow a car if we had to, but kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like being home though. This last trip we had, we got to go home too and take a little visit to Maui. How was that?
That was awesome.
And did you enjoy camping up there?
Yeah, for the most part. Well, I mean, my only thing is like the bathroom situation. Like
that's kind of what I was getting at.
Like I don't mind camping. I don't mind like, being off grid and stuff. But like, I don't know. It's just really uncomfortable. Like using the bathroom. Like if I guess like using the bathroom and it's like everyone's around you. It's not just like.
But you had a door and walls.
Yeah, but it's different.
Or was it because it was a 5-gallon bucket?
No, I don't care about the bucket.
I guess. But if you open the door while you're making do, you had a $5 million view and you could see Mauna Kea and the whole ocean over there, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cold at night when we went. We thought, it ain't going to be that cold. Come on. We live in Idaho.
Yeah.
But it was cold.
It was super cold. It was like a different kind of cold.
Yeah. Just moist, and inside our tent was all
like wet. Yeah.
I loved every minute of it. I got up every morning and went for a hike and a walk and just take in what you don't get to see. You don't realize like what you have in Hawaii until you don't have it anymore. As far as like the beach, the scenery, the landscape, the people, you know, and
I guess for me, like I always knew that like Hawaii had so much to offer, like landscape wise, but I didn't realize like the people part of it, like how different the culture and I don't know part of it.
I took a lot of that for granted. It's like, oh, this is just, you know, like this is how it is. You think that that's just how it is for everybody, and it really isn't. It's a special thing that you know, not just Hawaii people, but Polynesian people in general have. Like, it's just a family thing, you know. And yeah, we see it when we go and hang out with our friends, but when it's just us, like it gets pretty hard. But no, hopefully we get more like hopefully more friends can come up here and visit us and just kick back, because it is super laid back over here. Like
no traffic lights, no street lights, no anything, pretty much.
Yeah, we got hot spring on the road.
Yeah,
hot springs are awesome. I don't know about that one. Like, you got to scout it out before you get the kids down there.
I know, but we should take the kids again.
Yeah,
because they've been wanting to go inside water.
Yeah, that's the hard part, is not being submersed in
salt water.
Salt water, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we did go to a lake up here.
Redfish.
Which it was nice. It was beautiful. Like, the water is so clean, and, you know, just like glacier water. I don't know what it's called. Snow melt water. But it was like crystal clear.
Yeah. And then to see like mountains right by the water, like that was crazy.
Yeah. With like, snow on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The water was cold though. But I did bring my goggles over there, and I took Josiah swimming, remember? Yeah. And I don't know what kind of fish they were. I know freshwater fishing, but trout.
It was redfish.
No, it was like
redfish.
Rainbow trout or something.
Rainbow trout? Yeah, why do they call it Redfish Lake?
I don't know. But the fish wasn't red, that's for sure. But they're lucky I didn't have my 3-prong. Because I don't even know if that's legal here. But I would have tried. Maybe.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm practicing. So.
But we do have to involve ourselves.
Yeah, that's helpful.
We do have to get ourselves more involved with like the outdoor activities, like hunting, and, you know, try and get into learn all of that stuff. Not just how to hunt, but like the rules and regulations about it, and the seasons, and, you know.
That's what I was kind of like really impressed by, is like a lot of people here, right? It's I know you say like it's not a culture, but like they do have like that cowboy hunting.
Yeah, they
like
live that lifestyle.
What do you call it? Cowboy hunting, like sustainable life. Like almost everybody I meet, they either have chickens, they either have a garden, they either are canning, they're hunting. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I've never met somebody that didn't have one of those.
Yeah, they're pretty self-sufficient.
So it's like that they have that type of mindset here.
I think it's because when the winter rolls around, like, you have to be prepared. Like, because it gets freaking cold, and if you get snowed in, like, you're snowed in. And last year was not this past winter, but the winter before, our winter went all the way until May.
Oh, yeah.
It went all the way till May, and the snow melted off in May, right before we moved up here.
Yeah, but it was different there because like there's everything right there. So even if you got snowed in, like the roads are still clear for you to go to the stores and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But here in this area,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you're kind of, you need to have food.
Yeah.
You need to have backup.
Yeah, you do. But we'll get there slowly. You know, you're starting to cook more from scratch, and
Yeah.
maybe we tried starting our garden out there. Hopefully that grows, but
We'll see.
yeah. If anybody knows of any kalo that can be grown in frozen Arctic weather, then let us know.
I think
Or
maybe
bananas.
maybe if you had like a greenhouse type of thing.
Maybe, but I think it's got to be like temperature controlled and humidity. But
that's what I was telling one of the girls, because I said, or I think I posted it or something, that we were planting, and then she asked, oh, like, what are you planting? And I said, oh, tomatoes, lettuce, carrots, green onions, and rosemary. She's like, oh, you should be good, just maybe not the tomatoes because of like the freeze.
yeah, they're touchy.
And I was like,
plant.
yeah, it's different. Like Hawaii, you can plant anything all year long. You don't have to wait. But like you come to the States or whatever, and there's like these zones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And depending on your zones, like those are the plants that you can plant. And then there's different times or months when you can plant it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to know what you're doing here.
Well, that's why I checked the zone, and then I tried to look like what you could plant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we'll get there. At least Lindsay them gave us some pele hair.
Yeah.
What
can you use that for?
I don't know. Make haku. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, if you're watching and you're interested and you want to just talk story, laid back with us and hang out, that's kind of what this is about. Just connecting with each other. And if you want to be a part of it, just hit us up. Yeah. You can find me at Josh Marumoto Photo on Instagram and pretty much every other platform where you can head over to joshmarumoto.com and look at the photography website over there. And then you can follow Olivia if you want, or hit her up on Instagram.
Yeah. I probably won't accept if I don't know you though. So you could just probably follow his social.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. That was fun though. For the first podcast, I didn't know how it was gonna go. It was just talking story.
Laid back.
Yeah. But thanks for watching the Laid Back podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Ahuyo. What?
That was good.
Yeah. Was that fun?
Yeah.
See, that's why.
Yeah, I know. The spot.
That's 30.